Oh, hey everybody. Uh, welcome back. Welcome back to another video from me, Justin, Fed Up with Democrats. It's been a while since I've actually done a recording or, done any news reports, but a lot has happened in the past week. I got a number of things pulled up here. First one I got pulled up, you'll see, is something about Dr. Fauci. So I'm just gonna jump right into it. If you like me, if you like what we do here at Fed Up with Democrats, go ahead and, if you don't mind, forward us along to your buddies who are like-minded. Share and like the content. Yeah, just watch, just be here. All right. So the first thing I got is a lot of you may have heard this. I know Dan Bongino talked about it. Tim Pool talked about it today. About the Intercept. It's a lefty news wing outlet. They reluctantly released 900 pages of documents that they had apparently about the Wuhan Institute of Virology, in which Dr. Fauci is, we all know he's a liar, but here's the documentation to prove it. Let's see. Even before the pandemic, many scientists were concerned about the potential dangers associated with such experiments. The grant proposal acknowledges some of those dangers, stating fieldwork involves the highest risk of exposure to SARS or other COVID, whatever's. Let's see. In this proposal, they actually point out that they know how risky this work is. They keep talking about people potentially getting bitten, and they kept records of everyone who got bitten, Chan said. Does EcoHealth have those records? And if not, how can they possibly rule out a research-related incident? So, let's see. The documents obtained by the Intercept detail the grant provided to Peter Daszak's EcoHealth Alliance with a total of $3.1 million, including $599,000 to the Wuhan Institute of Virology, used in part to identify and alter bat coronaviruses likely to infect humans. So, from what I understand, there was like genetically modified rats and mice that were modified in such a way that they were prone to human diseases, and so all of those rats and mice ended up dying from these experiments because they were experimenting with human diseases. So these figures and these numbers, most of us already knew this. We've already seen this. We know this. We've known this since uh, Trump's talked about the Wu flu. Oh, sorry, I just ate some dinner. Speaking of which, I hope everybody had a great Labor Day. I was working, so I mean, we had pork chops last night after we got home from work. But yeah, I hope you guys had a great Labor Day. Let's go ahead and move on here. So yeah, this pretty much just proves. And again, the Intercept. I'm on the World Tribune right now, but they're reporting on the Intercept documents that were released. It was one of the first results. I just clicked on it. So the Intercept, being a lefty outlet, is reporting that Dr. Fauci lied to Congress on 3 separate occasions. I think Dr. Fauci's end is soon to come. So this is great news. This is awesome, amazing news. I'm glad to hear this. And we got more good news later on today. Seems the whole narrative is starting to shift and fall apart. It's not so into the worldy as it has been for so long now. I mean, I'm sure it'll change. You know how these leftists work. As soon as things start to get better, they one up themselves and come at us even worse. But I want to move on to this next story. I think this is actually fucking hilarious. Now, Bongino talked about this earlier, and I saw a headline pop up on my Google feed about this as well. So lefty UK, the European Union being the green energy moguls of the planet, it turns out green energy can't really produce that much energy. And the UK now has been forced to fire up one of their old coal power plants, in order to meet the needs of electricity demand in the country. How's that for fucking irony, huh? So the UK was forced to fire up one of its last remaining coal power plants to meet electricity needs on Monday. Calm weather has meant the country's wind turbines have not created as much power as usual, while energy prices have soared to a record high. This has meant coal has been providing 3% of national power according to the National Grid ESO, which balances Britain's power supply. As a result, National Grid ESO asked EDF, I don't know what EDF is, to switch on two coal-fired units at its West Burton A station on Monday morning to help meet demand. The National Grid spokesman said, in balancing the electricity system, we take actions in economical order and not on the basis of generation type. Depending on system conditions, some power sources may be better at meeting a balance requirement than others, so the most cost-effective solution to ensure safe, secure system operation will be sought. Yeah, whatever that means, dude. Green energy sucks. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Fuck you. I mean, honestly, I don't give a shit where my power comes from. If Texas wants to go full green and build fucking, I don't know, rain dams and, magical fairy plants, whatever, I'm cool with that, I don't give a shit where my power comes from. But we have learned through trial and error now, especially with all the wind turbines that froze up during this the winter storm back in February here in Texas, that froze up and overloaded the grid, and then everything failed, and I didn't have power for 3.5 days. That was mostly due to green energy failure. I mean, not entirely, I'll give them that. But green energy sucks. And yeah, so we should just do that. If the lefties are really so worried about it, why aren't we building more nuclear power plants? I mean, with the right safety precautions, they're about as close to net zero carbon as you can get. And the safety precautions and the safety measures exist for these things. So it can be done, especially in a place like Texas, up in the Panhandle, kind of out of Tornado Alley, out of Hurricane Way. You could build tons of nuclear power plants. Nothing exciting ever happens up there. I wouldn't be worried about natural disasters causing, power plant meltdowns and shit. Nothing like what has happened in Fukushima. All right, well, I'm sick of the green movement. I'm sick of the Green New Deal, if you can't tell. All right, what's next? What do we got here? Oh, this is what I was talking about right here. This was college football. And actually, from what I understand, because when I saw this come up, I went ahead and looked into it. And it appears that this is happening all over the nation, on almost every single campus. It's been our understanding that colleges are full of woke idiots, but let's give this a listen.
House of Pain. Everlast on the mic. Here we go.
Masters.
It's been 651 days.
2 years, huh? Now, this video didn't show the anti-Biden chants that have been actually going viral across all campuses in the nation. But I'm not gonna go look for it right now. But I did find one clip. Oh, maybe this is it. Is this it? Let me see. There's one that where the whole crowd is just everyone in the whole stadium is just up screaming, "Fuck Biden." If anybody, you know what? Oh, here we go. Here we go. That's what I'm fucking talking about right there. Is this another one?
Fuck Joe Biden! Fuck Joe Biden! Fuck Joe Biden! Fuck Joe Biden!
Oh man. Oh, and a third one. A fourth? Oh, that looks bigger. Okay, people.
Fuck Joe Biden!
So this really made my day when I saw these clips and I heard this shit. It was hilarious. All right, so we got two more things to kind of hit on here. Uh, One of the most disgraceful things I've seen in a while, since the whole Afghanistan debacle, is this right here. This is just a report. This is just a report from the International Journal about the National Archive that has labeled the Constitution as the United States Constitution. It is labeled the United States Constitution. Let me repeat that. The National Archive, catalog.archives.gov, has labeled the Constitution of the United States as potentially harmful language. I'm not shitting you. I have it pulled up right here. Look at this. Okay, Constitution of the United States, catalog.archives.gov. Harmful language alert. See NARA's statement on potentially harmful language. Our own government, this is a government website. Our own government, on which the Constitution was built, has declared that the Constitution is harmful. Now, if anybody doesn't see a problem with this, then please get the fuck off of my pages. I don't want you. But I'm going to be sending an email to whoever runs this place, and I hope everyone else will. Let me see if I can find contact information. We need contact information here, don't we? Yeah, we do. So I'm gonna take a screenshot of this, and let's see. Yes, I'm gonna take a screenshot of this, and it doesn't look like there's a way to upload a screenshot, but I'm gonna send him a message or send something. I hope everyone who sees this does the same, because this. Go back. Yeah, this right here. This is fucking bullshit. And this goes. This is a perfect. This. There's a perfect segue coming up with this too. This is our government saying that the United States Constitution is harmful. Now, we knew that shit like this was coming. And actually, my next story here is about something that goes along this lines. CNN's Jim Acosta believes that American patriots who believe in the Constitution, who believe in the rule of law, and who just so happen to follow the late great Donald J. Trump are all the new American Taliban. You see where this kind of goes hand in hand? Our own government is telling us that the Constitution on which it's built is harmful, and now Jim Acosta is telling us that those of us who believe in said document that's harmful, we're all terrorists now. Let's go ahead and give this a listen.
Leading figures on the far right have been sounding the alarm on Afghanistan evacuees all week. The refugees are coming. The refugees are coming.
Former intel that are telling me people that are being brought in here, there is a significant percentage
To change the outcome of future elections.
many of whom will now be moved into neighborhoods around the United States.
Okay,
Came off.
come on.
Insurrection nearly 8 months ago. An insurrection that, let's face it, hasn't really ended, in part because you have Republican members of Congress using this kind of rhetoric.
If our election systems continue to be rigged and continue to be stolen, then
He's right.
it's going to lead to one place, and it's bloodshed. And I will tell you, as much as I'm willing to defend our liberty at all costs, there's nothing that I would dread doing more than having to pick up arms against a fellow American.
Same.
The threatening language does not end there. In response to the January 6th committee requesting the phone records of lawmakers, some of whom may have been in touch with the insurrectionists, House GOP leader Kevin McCarthy released a statement.
Back into
They should be
One place and its bloodshed. Operation Change America Forever, indeed. The times they are also a-changin' down in Texas. That's where a bizarre new law all but prohibits abortion and creates a dystopian bounty system that empowers ordinary citizens to sue. Say under his eye in Texas. Do they now mean Greg Abbott? And who is going to be doing the snitching? Watch out for Aunt Lydia down the street. Certainly it won't be the same people saying my body, my...
Does anybody remember when the left was promoting snitching on your neighbors? I believe they still do this for going maskless. Remember at the beginning of the pandemic when people were going maskless and everyone on the left was promoting to go snitch on your neighbors and call them out? Well, suddenly that's not a great thing to do, is it?
My choice when it comes to mask mandates.
There's a lot of other guys that control that can't control themselves.
Talk to me.
That's why they're not here right now.
Narrow somebody.
I have nothing else to say. Do what's right. There's a lot of bad things coming.
We know who you are. We know who you are. You can leave freely, but we will find you, and we know who you are.
What will
Here
we
we
tell
go.
the Afghan refugees who just fled those schools for girls back in their home country? I guess the girls here will have to fill them in. Unfortunately, what we will tell them is that some members of the far right in this country have apparently decided they will resort to intimidation and in some cases even violence to get what they want. And they could sweep into power faster than the experts thought possible. Sound familiar?
Oh no.
Sort of like an American Taliban.
You see, yeah, you hear
They're
that?
Starting to
Because we believe in the Constitution, we are the American Taliban. We are now terrorists. But we already do this. We've already seen the documents. I've already showed you the documents that say that we are terrorists because we believe in the rule of law in this land. Anyways, it's been a fun day, fun report. Hope you guys have a good night, good tomorrow. I'll see you when I see you. I don't really have a whole lot of time most of the time throughout the week to do these reports, but I enjoy doing them. Till next time. Bye-bye.